Good evening, everyone. I'm William Galloway. As you can see, it's Masters Sunday. Tomorrow is the day Alabama #1 and Ohio State #3 square off in the national championship. And one thing to look for in this game is Alabama's been there before. They know what it's like to play on the big stage. Well, we know there was a lot of speculation around Coach Saban, and now that speculation is out the window with the breaking news that his test came back negative. Fans will have to wait until Saturday to check out what's new inside Bryant-Denny Stadium, but I've got that for you next here on WVUA. Those were Gus Malzahn's last words as the Auburn head coach last night after Auburn's win over Mississippi State, but everything has now changed. Malzahn has been fired as head coach of the Auburn Tigers after 8 years, and so the coaching search now begins to replace him down on the Plains. Coach Saban said post-game that Jalen Waddle and team doctors flew on a private jet back to Birmingham. I'll have more in sports on that and highlights from the game. Live in the newsroom, William Galloway, WVUA 23 Sports.
I feel like I'm 5 years old again, because when I was 5, I used to watch TV and pretend I was doing play-by-play.
Near side, Shaq, 3-ball is good. Bama 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Open looks all 3 times.
Chris Stewart, Brian Passing, Tom Stipe, and Roger Hoover have had their fair share of radio broadcasts over the years.
But oh, mercy! Colin Sexton may have saved the season for the Tide!
And now 2020 is throwing another curveball as they call Alabama men's basketball road games from Studio C in Bryant-Denny Stadium.
This is different, and it's not the same, but you know, we're getting through it, just like a lot of people in this time in the world.
That difference is a challenge, but as an engineer and producer, Stipe is a radio wizard. He's able to maintain a sense of normalcy for the broadcast despite not being on site.
We're setting up like we always do. The court is a large LED screen. I have a direct feed of sound effects from the court. Those are being fed to me by the North Carolina radio crew. I've got a delay box so I can kind of make sure the sounds match the picture so it's not too weird, and we're just going to do the game like we always do.
For now, the crew calls the game off of the one sizable screen in front of them.
It would be nice to have maybe multiple views where we can see a wide shot constantly.
The one screen restricts Passing's ability to break down plays and see beyond the court.
And a lot of times during the play, Chris is calling the action, and I'm looking at the coaches and the players to try to get an idea of what they're communicating to the team. I'm not able to see that. It's not the end of the world, but from an analyst standpoint, it does limit what I can see.
Stewart, Passing, and Stipe have been calling men's basketball games together for 18 seasons now. Hoover joined last year. In a normal season, they travel with the team, stay in the hotel, really just enjoy the road trips and the work that comes with it. How much of those road trips will they miss?
Every slap bit of it. We all love the game, and if we're not there, we're going to be watching it, and our involvement in it will be at the level that people that love basketball will engage with the game, so that part doesn't change.
Reporting for Crimson Tide Kickoff, I'm William Galloway. Vestavia football head coach Buddy Anderson is entering his 43rd and final season as the school's head football coach. He's won 2 state championships for the school and community he calls home.
Those teams were special to me, but you know what? All of them have been special. I'm as close as some teams and went 2-8, and gave it everything they got and really improved through the year.
Coach Anderson had 342 career victories here at Vestavia Hills High School. That's 19 more than Paul Bear Bryant had during his entire coaching career. But to Coach Anderson, that number only means one thing.
It means I've been coaching a long time. It means that, I've been very fortunate to have a lot of, coached a lot of great kids, and a lot of families have touched my life, and, every one of them has had touched my life in some way.
This fall, as he concludes his coaching career, he doesn't want it to be about him.
None. This season, I want to be about these kids, because this is this team's time to have their season just like all the others. And I don't want it to be about me. It needs to be about these kids and this team 1 week at a time, all the way through the season.
And no matter what the Rebels' record is this season, it promises to be a memorable year for one of the best high school coaches to walk the sidelines. In Birmingham, William Galloway, WVUA 23 Sports. Good evening, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm William Galloway in for Gary Harris tonight. Alabama gymnastics went up to Lexington to face Kentucky this afternoon, and the Crimson Tide came away victorious, and they remain undefeated on the season. Alabama opened their season earlier this month at home versus the Wildcats. And so what's the summary of today? A different place, but the same result. Bama posted a season-best 49.425 on the uneven bars, led by Makari Doggett's career-best tying score of 9.950. The Crimson Tide will be off next week before traveling to Georgia on February 12th. Some Friday night hoops action for you. The Tuscaloosa County Wildcats hosting the Hoover Bucks. Both teams entered this contest with a 14-7 record, trying to get that 15th win on the season. Devin Collins gets the ball up and in for two, but not to be outdone by Bryson Hall, who gets a basket for the Wildcats. Amon Ellington for Hoover has a breakaway dunk right here, and that was a hammer. The Wildcats had a full student section tonight cheering them on, but the Bucks were too much to handle. Final score, Hoover wins it 48-38 over Tuscaloosa County. The Sipsey Valley Bears faced the Northside Rams tonight. Martavius Russell has had a fantastic year. He knocks down a top-of-the-key three. Sipsey Valley got off to an early lead. And it was a slow start, obviously, for Northside, but Ethan Smith drops in a triple to get the score a little bit closer, 25-14. The Bears really just dominated the evening. Another three goes in. That one is from Tyrion Smith. And then shortly after, it's Smith again involved. A pass off and a dunk right there. Wow, what a play. Just hammers that one home. The Bears take home the win, 68-34. Tomorrow morning, the number 9 Alabama men's basketball team will face number 24 Oklahoma in Norman as part of the SEC Big 12 Challenge. The game will tip off at 11 a.m. on ESPN. Oklahoma enters this contest as one of the hottest teams in college basketball. Last week, they had 2 top 10 wins over number 9 Kansas and number 5 Texas. Now, this is the last non-conference regular season game for Alabama. Keep in mind, the Tide's 3 losses this season are from out-of-conference games. Juwan Gary said the team has learned from those losses, and they've planned accordingly in preparation for tomorrow.
We looked at the first, the 3 green games we lost. We just took it as a teaching point. Some teams are gonna play different. Playing SEC for a while now. It's the first game we're gonna be out for a while. Playing Big 12. So we're just gonna go out there and still play our game. We ain't gonna change nothing. Still go with the game plan Coach gave us and just go out there and play our games.
The Reese's Senior Bowl will take place tomorrow at 1:30 in Mobile. The game will be televised on the NFL Network. Deontay Brown, Alex Leatherwood, and Thomas Fletcher will participate. Mac Jones is down there, and his status for the game is uncertain due to a minor foot injury he suffered yesterday in practice. Devontae Smith, along with Najee Harris and Landon Dickerson, have been down there all week, but that trio will not be playing in tomorrow's game. Harris's decision is by choice, while Devontae and Dickerson are still recovering from their in-season injuries. The Alabama men's tennis team picked up 2 wins today at home over Tulane and Chattanooga. They improved to 6-2 on the year. That'll do it for sports tonight. I'm William Galloway. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.